Chapter 13. Ellie. On Wednesday, I'm still thinking about what happened. How he slid his fingers into my pants and gave me one of the best orgasms of my life. I can barely pay attention in class, and as I get out of my last class, I sigh in relief. There's a text from Jenna asking me to meet her at Dirty, so I brace against the icy wind that's stirred up and head on over. The coffee shop is filled, and it takes me a while to find her. My heart speeds up when I realize she's not alone. I give her a wave and get in line, thankful for the opportunity to collect myself. I want to run away. But she's already seen me, and so have Julian and Dee. For some reason, I never imagined running into him on campus. I was so set on Friday's film class and Saturday at the dance studio that it never crossed my mind. That's not true. I kept having fantasies of him pulling me into closets and empty classrooms. Hi. My whole body reacts as his voice crawls into me. Hi. He's standing so close behind me I can feel his heat. And after the chilly wind, I like it. Do I need to apologize? I spin around to face him. Do you regret it? Damn, he looks sexy in his black button-down. Do I regret watching you come? Having you squirming under my fingers. His voice is low, but my cheeks color immediately and I look around to see if anyone overheard him. I clear my throat. Do you? Hell number. You. I shake my head. You have nothing to apologize for. Good. I want to ask him a million questions, but it's my turn to order. I get my latte and reach for my wallet. Before I get it out, Dee is handing the barista money. I got it, he says. You don't have to do that. It's your money. The way he smirks at me makes me want to jump him right there and then, and I lose myself until my drink is ready. Jenna and Julian are sitting beside each other at a booth, and I slide in opposite them. You made it, Jenna says. I didn't know this was a date. I smile and raise an eyebrow at them. Dee sits next to me. His leg is against mine and I don't move away. It's not. Jenna blushes in a way that makes her look sweet and innocent. I was waiting for you when they showed up. Are you going to the fall festival this weekend? Julian asks Jenna. I see my chance and quickly answer. She wants to go. And if I can't find anyone else to take her, she'll drag me along. You're not interested in the festival? Dee asks over his mug. I shake my head. Not really my thing. I'm not lying. I could take it or leave it. Jenna loves the festival though. She loves all festivals where you get to walk around and look at stuff while eating other stuff. I don't see the charm in it. I thought we were going on Sunday. Jenna asks. I love festivals, Julian says. Are you going? I ask him while I ignore Jenna's glares. Sometimes I don't understand how a grown woman can be so shy. I was hoping I'd find someone to go with. He glances over at Jenna, who is still blushing. I roll my eyes internally. Hey, how about you two go together? Julian turns to Jenna. Do you want to? Smooth, Dee whispers in my ear and I have to repress a shudder. I turn to my coffee and try to forget the man sitting so close to me, taking over my entire being. I smile and nod and probably say enough things to make it seem like my insides aren't burning up, because Jenna and Julian don't seem to notice. When our coffees are gone, Julian turns to the table. How about you come over to our place and we order a pizza? Jenna's eyes are pleading with me. She looks more alive now, more comfortable. And I can tell that she wants to continue the conversation. Sure, I say, and wonder if Dee will be around. We clear the table and decide to walk to their house. Julian puts in the order as we get ready to leave. It's not far, but the wind is still cold. Julian is chivalrous and removes his hoodie for Jenna. She hesitates before accepting it, but her face is beaming. Julian looks as if the cold isn't bothering him at all, even though he's only wearing a t-shirt. I admire his facade because I'm freezing. When we arrive, we find that Knightley and Noah aren't at home. It's strange to be there with no party going on. The living room is pristine, and I wonder if they have someone who comes to clean for them. They probably do. I sit down on the large couch next and rub my arms to get warm again. Dee disappears for a moment, as Jenna and Julian are studying an extensive collection of board games in one of the closets. When he comes back, he places a blanket next to me. I look up, but he's already turned away. So I gratefully wrap the blanket around me and wonder what that was all about. Drinks? Dee asks as he heads to the kitchen. He stops and looks at me. Water, I say. He returns with 4 water bottles just as the doorbell rings. Julian tells Jenna to sit down and gets the pizza. Julian has impressed Jenna with his board game collection, and they keep talking of their favorites and how neither of them likes Monopoly while we eat. I let them speak and wonder if Jenna would even notice if I left. Dee keeps looking over at me, and something tells me we're going to break the deal we made to let it be a one-time thing. Dee, didn't you have plans tonight? Julian asks suddenly. Dee shakes his head. They got cancelled. Really? I thought you were meeting Knightley and Winters? He shrugs and Julian drops it. I finish my third piece and gather up some of the trash to take to the kitchen. I need a moment away from Dee's burning eyes. And his hands. Oh God, his hands. Those fingers. When I throw away the trash, Dee is standing in the doorway. What? I ask. I said nothing. You've been looking at me all day. He steps into the kitchen and my heart beats faster. And you've been very deliberately not looking at me. Because I don't like you. Fair enough. He comes even closer, and I want to run away, but I stay rooted to the floor. He smells so good. Like Christmas and sex. But I have noticed you looking at my hands. He lowers his voice, and it hits me deep in my stomach. The same hand that was in your pants. He places 2 fingers on my lips, and I inhale a shaky breath. The fingers that had a lot of fun with you. I meet his eyes, and I want to lick his fingers. I want to take them in my mouth and suck on them, make them wet. And then I want him to. I turn my head away and clamp my lips together. Are you sure you don't want to do it again? Can you imagine how much fun we could have if we were both naked? I already said I don't like you. You're arrogant and conceited, and you'd probably sleep with anyone who offered. I didn't ask if you liked me. He's so serious I turn my head to his. And his lips are right there. The lips that kissed me raw. That showed me how mind-blowing a kiss can be. And I could take a step closer and lean into him. He moves forward and I can't stop myself. My hands press against his chest and our lips meet. I'm dizzy as his hands clamp around my waist and hold me close. His tongue runs over my lips and I open for him, sinking deeper into the kiss. The sound of the front door opening makes me jolt and take a step back. Noah and Knightley come into the kitchen, and I pretend to rinse my hands as Dee raises an eyebrow at me. Is that pizza I smell? Knightley asks. Hi guys, I say and smile. There's still some left in the living room. Sweet, Noah hurries away. Hey man. Where were you? Knightley asks Dee. Dee shrugs. Something came up. I stare at him. It's my turn to raise an eyebrow, but he pretends he didn't see and follows the others back to the living room. The atmosphere is much lighter with the rest of the roommates there, and we sit and chat with them for a while. At one point, Dee leans in close to my ear. Do your actions in the kitchen mean the answer is yes? I stiffen and make sure no one overheard him. My eyes dart to his and I give him a quick nod. I must be out of my mind. Do you want to watch a movie? Julian asks. I have a paper to write, I say quickly before Jenna can say yes. And I'm tired. So I should go. It's getting pretty late, Jenna agrees. Speaking of movies, Dee says. Since we have the film class together, could I have your number? D's looking straight at me. In case something comes up. He crosses the floor and hands me his phone. I look down to find he's already put in my name. I don't take it. I think we'll manage, I say and walk away. I do not need to have his number in my phone. Who knows what he might get me to do when I'm lying alone in my bed late at night. What if I need to miss a class or something? He's stretching. We get emails from the teacher every week, and missing a class is no big deal. But everyone is looking, so I sigh and take his phone. See you in class, he says with a smirk. Sure. I walk to the front door to wait for Jenna. She joins me a minute later, still wearing Julian's hoodie. Here. She hands me a second hoodie. It got cold today. I take the hoodie, thinking it's one of Julian's, but as soon as I put it on, I'm surrounded by Dee's scent. I'm sorry I made you hang out with Dylan, Jenna says. It wasn't that bad, I say. Julian kissed me. I was hoping he would. Is that why you and Dee disappeared to the kitchen? I just smile at her. Tell me all about it. He's such a gentleman. And it was the sweetest kiss. I thought you had kissed before. We have. She blushes. But this time we use tongue. Well. He'll have you in bed sooner than I thought. Ellie. She smacks me playfully on the arm. So it was good? Yes. He asked if he could kiss me, and then he put his hand on my cheek and brushed his lips against mine. She blushes even harder. I wanted more, so I held his shoulder and then he. Well. You know. I'm so happy for you. And I really am. Julian is exactly what Jenna needs. Someone who is gentle and lets her decide how fast she wants to move. He's basically the opposite of Dee, but I still wouldn't want to switch.